Hello, welcome to Viking Media, where your Niles North Vikings are going to be taking on Chicago Bulls Prep.
Uh, I'm Alejandro. And this is Ethan Burstyn.
We're members of the soccer team here at Niles North, but we are commentating today as our seniors take on Chicago Bulls Prep for senior night.
Wait, are we muted? So our season's been a lot of ups and downs so far, and this is our last home game, so we hope to end it off with a win before our playoff game on Tuesday, the 22nd of this month.
We'll be playing against Glenbrook South, and we're going to be hosting it here at Niles North.
Make sure to come support your Vikings.
Yes. All right, so we went over the starting lineup. Starting today in goal, making his third start of the season, is Joey Loverick. He's coming back from a concussion that he's had for a couple of years now, it seems like. But he's back today, ready to make a start. He had a clean sheet yesterday. He looked great, and he's starting again today. Two center backs today are going to be Rocky Urquiza and Lance Eland. Neither of them usually play center back, but for tonight, they will be playing center back as we have to fit in all the seniors. Lance is usually a left back, fantastic one at that, and Rocky is usually
Center mid.
a center mid. Yes,
Yes, very good at that position as well.
indeed. Lance is number 2 and Rocky is number 10.
Rocky has played center back for maybe not even a full game, but he's played center back this season one
He
time.
does have a little bit of experience at the position. The outside back, he's number 4. And at left back is Zeke Cordero, number 5. Zeke is usually a right back, but he does have lots of in-game experience playing left back. Bryson is a right back by trade, so he's playing in a familiar position today. In the middle of the field, we have Nick Muser, number 31, and Mohamed Priich, number 8. They bounce around with a lot of positions this year, but center mid is a pretty familiar position for both of them, and they'll look to continue their solid partnership in the middle of the field today.
I agree. They play very well together, and they communicate very well, and they do a big part of this. They're a big part of this team for us.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, our outside mids today are Ben Zigman, he's number 18 over on the left side, and Giancarlos Rivera, number 26 on the right side. Gian is usually a center mid, but he has been playing on the right side a few times these last few games, so he will be good in this position, as he has been the last few games. He's playing well. And Ben Zigman, he's always either playing up top at striker or on the side, so another familiar position for him today. And we have Jack Budak and Jesse Anamu up top. They've both been fantastic this season. Jack had a couple small injuries this season, but he's played a majority of the games, I'd say. He's been great. Jesse, obviously captain and leading goal scorer, and he'll look to continue his fine run of form today after scoring yesterday, the only goal to win the game.
As Jesse has been playing very well, he has a total of, I believe, 11 or 12 goals this season, and he is our top goal scorer.
He is considered to be definitely one of the all-conference players, if not all-sectional or all-state. He's definitely up for those honors. Here's Jack with the ball. A little bit of a straight pass, but it finds its way to Bryson Jordan.
I gotta say, Jesse might be one of the best players Niles North has ever had.
Yeah, for sure. And Gian wins the ball in the final third and wins a corner. Very nice defensive work in the final third by Rivera. Oh, but the referee calls a goal kick. Happens sometimes on the field.
Yeah.
We know. Chicago Bulls prep. Looking to keep the ball here, establish some sort of possession. They haven't really found much of it early in the game, but they seem to be picking it up now as they take it into the middle of the field. Play a nice threaded ball pass. Thinks it over the top, but Joey Loverick is their goalkeeper, picks up the ball. Good aggressive style from Loverick there. It's what you want to see in a goalkeeper, especially at this level. A nice punt out to Anamu. Anamu wins the ball back. He's driving up the field. He's got Zygmunt to his left. Budak running straight. He slots in Budak.
What a ball.
Here he is. Oh, but it's good defending by Chicago Bulls prep as they are able to win it and clear. But it only falls to Rivera.
Oh.
Won back brilliantly by Jordan. Bryson Jordan is also a varsity baseball player here at Niles North. He'll be playing in his baseball season in the spring. Slots in Zygmunt, who shoots into the side netting. First shot for either side here early on.
Rocky Urquiza has the ball, passes it to Zico Cordero. Slots Mohammed for a ball. Mohammed sends it to Jack Budak.
It's a great ball. He holds it in the corner now. It's a nice ball in, but defended well by Chicago Bulls prep. You might think it's curious that Chicago Bulls prep is a soccer team, considering that the Bulls are a basketball team in the NBA. But nonetheless, they're here and they're ready to play.
Are they from Chicago? Like the city?
I believe so. Something like that.
Oh, what a goal that would have been.
Absolute cracker from User. Off the goalie, off the crossbar, back off the goalie. Like pinball out there.
Ooh.
It's brought down nicely by Muser, but Chicago Bulls win it back.
Giancarlo puts some pressure. Oh, foul called on Muser.
Just jumped in a little bit too hard, but the right idea. Good aggressiveness there from the central midfielder. It's played out nicely.
Budak recovers. Check.
Crucial intervention there from the left back, or the right back on Chicago Bulls prep. Zygmunt was in on goal there. It's a good quick throw. Zlatan Zygmunt puts it across and wins a corner.
That was a good ball by Mo to Zygmunt.
Yeah. We have a number of Niles North Soccer alumni here.
Supporting our seniors.
Yeah.
On this special night.
A lot of them were teammates with some of the players here playing today. Either last year or the year before that. Budak sends a nice looking ball in, but it's defended well. Bounces out to the top of the box. Urquiza puts it back in, but it's cleared back out by Chicago Bulls prep. Very calm play from Eland out of the back. Slightly misplaced back pass by Cordero. It's a risky throw in there, wouldn't you say?
Yes. Jesse.
Oh,
Oh. Jesse could have easily got in there. Or not easily, but he could have intercepted it there and scored.
he almost did.
Yeah.
A little bit of a questionable call from the referee there, but here at Niles North we respect the referees, so we do not complain about this call.
Yep. The refs have been a little bit iffy this year. Or most years actually. We've gotten some calls on us, some calls on us for some things that that aren't really fouls actually.
Yeah, but every referee sees the game different.
Yes.
Here's Rivera, finds himself with a lot of space in the middle of the field. He'll take
Oh,
a few
he takes
touches,
it.
fire one on goal.
Ooh.
Just pulls wide of that left post. Way to stay composed there from Rivera. We have a few members of the Niles North sophomore team here acting as ball boys for this game, hopeful to make the varsity team next year.
As long as they keep working hard.
It's a plausible goal.
Yes, I agree.
Now Eland and Urquiza.
The Vikings playing calmly.
It's a nice combination play in the middle. He springs Preach, who tries to dig it over the top to Anamu, but it's deflected. And now Vikings have to drop back a little bit. It's a nice move there. But he runs into a wall of Vikings. And Urquiza blocks the shot.
Good defensive work there from Urquiza.
As well as the entire back line of the Vikings to drop back and prevent anything.
From going by.
Indeed. Urquiza will dink it up. Zigman was making the diagonal run. It deflects out to Rivera, who has it now.
That was a good touch by Rivera to Jack Budak.
Yeah, and he combines with Zigman, plays a nice threaded ball into the middle.
What a ball.
Rivera.
Oh.
Oh. And Jesse
That would have been a
Anamu
nice play for a goal.
nearly scored his 12th of the season. Does well to pressure the opponent there. And the Vikings win it back. And they'll play out of pressure nicely and get the ball across the field. The majority of possession has been with the Vikings today as they look to improve ahead of these playoffs on Tuesday. It's a shot from Moiser.
Good shot, but goes a bit far to the right.
Looked headed for that bottom corner from where we were sitting, but wasn't to be.
The Bulls send it up the field. Recovered by Moiser.
Now it's Cordero on the wing. He'll give it back into Preach. It's across to Urquiza, stepping up a few yards from that center back position. Moiser does well to combine with Anamu, and now it's Budak who fires just wide.
Beautiful football there.
Encouraging
from
play,
the
yeah.
Vikings. We apologize to the Chicago Bulls prep fans out there. We don't have the names for all the players. We just have their numbers, so we'll refer to them by their numbers.
Looking to play a good game here. They've had a long drive up. Looking to enjoy some football here today.
Good game so far.
We're locked at 0. It's a stalemate. but I would say the Vikings have looked the more threatening of the two teams thus far.
I agree on that,
We've had
but
3 or 4 shots on goal.
we've possessed a lot most of the game.
A lot of good combination play in the middle of the field, yeah.
Yes, and some good balls through. We just couldn't score.
Yeah, we're about 18 minutes at the moment. It's still 0-0. It's a good play in the middle from number 8, I believe that is.
To number 10.
But Zygmunt does well to shepherd it out of bounds and combine with Budak on the throw. We'll just easily send it back to Urquiza, who takes a nice touch, positive, forward. Carry the ball forward. And find Rivera. We'll play it into the middle, and here's Muser with a lot of space. He'll take it inside and find Budak. We'll send it to Anamu. Anamu stopping, moving, turning, and firing a shot on goal. It's a nice save by the Bulls keeper. And it'll be a corner for the Vikings.
Anamu looks hungry for a goal today.
Looking to extend his goal-scoring form so far this season in order to be in tip-top shape for the playoffs, where his team will need him the most. Looks like Budak will take the corner here. He's been probably the main corner kick taker for the Vikings this year. The Vikings crowding the goalkeeper in the goal line, but they'll come out as the corner is played. Jordan will have one on goal, but it's a few yards to the right.
The Vikings applying some pressure to recover the ball.
The Bulls are trying to play out the back. Zygmunt out here. Cuts inside. Wins another corner.
Jack Budak will be taking this corner again, as he did the last.
Second corner of the game for the Vikings. None so far for the Bulls. The Bulls really haven't gotten into position to win a corner. They haven't really crossed into the final third yet, but they will be hoping to do so in the next half of this first half. It's Anamu off the post, off the crossbar. There's a great ball from Budak, just what the coach wants when he's crowding the line like that, to play it in the dangerous area right in front of the keeper. Anamu does nicely to get ahead on it, but it's just a little bit too high. A couple inches down, and that's his 12th goal of the season.
Anamu has helped us a lot with headers as well. As last game, he scored the winning goal as a header.
Off a corner from Budak.
Yes. So, whenever there's a corner, there's hope for the Vikings that the same thing will happen.
For sure. It's a nice move by Anamu to cut inside. He'll find Prijic, who will take a nice little shot there. It's deflected off a Bulls defender and saved by the keeper at his near post.
Another corner for the Vikings.
This time it looks like Rivera will be taking it, as Budak will stay back. They might want that left-footed in-swing as opposed to the outswing that you get from Budak's right foot. It's a nice ball in.
Good ball, but the keeper manages to catch it and plays.
Very risky there, but it's won back by the Vikings. And here's Muser.
It seems that every time the Bulls have the ball, they turn it away to the Vikings very quickly.
Oh, and here's Zygmunt in a good position, but fires just wide. A little bit of an awkward angle there for him, from a fortunate bounce off the defender. Joey Loverick, the goalkeeper, looking for another clean sheet today. This would be his second of the season in 3 starts. It's a pretty fantastic record for a goalkeeper.
He played at the beginning of the season until he got his concussion.
Yeah. He got his concussion in the warm-ups of the first game.
I think it was actually during the first game when... Wasn't it when some guy hit him in the second half?
Oh, actually, you might be right, yeah. Either way, a long recovery period. It's a nice touch from Zygmunt there to put the ball down.
I agree.
Cordero tries to spring him, but the Bulls defender gets in the way. Ooh, it's a
Decent
great
ball from Budak.
Yeah, and look at that. The Vikings win it back again. It's become a bit of a recurring theme here early in the first half. And here's Rivera.
Miscommunication from Rivera and Prijic.
Cordero does nicely to win it back, and here's Urquiza. Out to Moiser. Calmly turns and combines with Prijic, and here's Jack in a good spot. Tries to find Anamu. It's cleared out again, but right to the feet of Cordero on the edge of the box. And he'll whip one in. And Anamu's in there, but it's headed out. The Vikings have a large population of seniors this year. There's 13 seniors on the team. Significantly more than the last couple of years. Perhaps a different approach taken by the coach to try to get this team a regional title.
It's going to be tough the first round of the regionals against one of the best in the state, Glenbrook South.
For sure, number 4 seed in our sectional. But the Vikings have performed well against some of the big teams this season. They held a draw with New Trier for a very long time before conceding a late goal, unfortunately.
2 late goals in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, but they look great. And New Trier, obviously the number 1 seed in the sectional. Very good team in the state for a long time now.
They will be looking to go all the way this year.
For sure. Here's Anamu. He'll turn with space in the middle. The Bulls drop back. Anamu gives it out wide to Budak. Crosses it in. And Zygmun's there. And Zygmun will...
Goal by Zygmun! Goal!
Goal there from Ben Zygmun. Fantastic finish. Cutting in from the left side. We have a couple of substitutions here.
Christian Castro on for Ben Zygmun, looks like. And
with the ripped number 7 jersey. And Sean Quiros.
Who did he come on for?
Looks like Jack Budak.
Yeah.
Sean Quiros recently returned from Portugal, where he won 3rd place in the world in the Karate World Championships. Very happy to have him back here playing with us. Obviously, fantastic athlete. Unreal competitor.
Varsity soccer, 3rd best in the world for karate.
You don't get to say that about a lot of people you meet.
Yeah. Ooh, turnover by PG.
A little sloppily, but he's been having a pretty good game so far. He'll look to pick that back up as Jordan does a nice job to win the ball off the attacker from the Bulls.
Jordan has been getting more playing time, and he's been proving that he deserves to play more and more each game.
For sure. He's been playing very well recently, defending brilliantly. Breach does nicely to play out of the back. And here's Jordan. Slotted into Anamu. A little bit of an errant touch, but he wins the ball back and drives at the defense. Cuts to his left side. He'll take a shot. And he scores.
What a goal, Jesse Anamu.
And he stirs the pot.
That's his 12th goal of the season.
As he doubles the Vikings lead today. It was a great run by Anamu. Picking the ball up in the midfield and dribbling a 50-yard run toward the edge of the box where he fired it in with his left foot.
I gotta say, this must be a good feeling for Ben and Jesse to score on their senior night in front of all their parents who came out to support them.
For sure, yeah. How will the Bulls respond here? Nearly won back on the right side by Muser. But Rivera will win it back, and Anamu will pick the ball up again.
Good ball there from Anamu to
Christian Castro, who combines well, receives the ball back from Anamu, takes a shot, but it's deflected. But only as far as Rivera, who will just see it out for a corner.
looks like Rivera will be taking this corner again.
The Vikings' fourth corner of the game, I believe.
Yes, I believe so.
2 were taken by Budak, and now 2 will be taken by Rivera. It's a good-looking ball. And nearly put in by
Castro. Saved by the goalie. Good save.
Jordan did a nice job of following it up, but safe hands from the keeper there. As he rolls it into the middle of his box. Very risky from the Bulls, but looking to play back out of the back and establish some possession here against what's been a dominant performance from the Vikings.
The Bulls keeper seems to like playing out of the back, even though it's very risky at some times, but
And the Vikings have defended it well. So we'll see if they try to switch that up during halftime. And here's Quiroz on their left side. It's back to Castro. We'll send one in. It's a good looking ball. Anamu gets ahead to it, but just behind him.
if the Vikings win tonight, they extend their streak to 2 wins right before the playoffs, which is not a bad thing to do.
Not a bad way to end your regular season. Definitely gives you a lot of confidence going into the most important game in the season for a lot of these players. Possibly of their high school careers. As Quiroz does nicely to win the ball back, but good heads-up play from the Bulls center back.
Quiroz does all he can to try to win the ball back.
Jordan plays it out off the right sideline. There's a number of juniors on this team as well looking to make an appearance today, but tonight is for the seniors, so they will only come on if it's deemed necessary.
We have a few players who don't usually play with us here on the varsity level, but they seem to be eager to play tonight.
It's a great shot by Castro.
What a goal
finds
by
the top
Christian
corner.
Castro.
Brilliant. That's Castro's 4th on the season, I believe.
Making him the second top scorer of the team.
Indeed. And the Vikings are up 3-0 now, with 10 minutes left in the first half.
Jack Budak comes on for Giancarlo Rivera.
Yeah. And Ali Jalal, a JV player, making his first appearance at the varsity level here today on senior night, coming in on the right wing. He's wearing the number 27. He has been a member of the Niles North Boys Soccer program for all 4 years of his high school career, and I'm sure it feels fantastic for him to make his first varsity appearance today. And he's hopeful to commemorate it with a goal. And the Bulls have it here in the final third. Not much support for the man on the ball. And the Vikings win it back.
Ali Jalal has been injured for part of this season as well, and I'm pretty sure he's 2 goals in 2 games for his JV, which is not bad.
It's a great record, yeah. The Vikings will win a throw in here off the pressure from Christian Castro, just having scored his 4th goal of the season, as we mentioned before.
An amazing goal.
It's a nice little curler into the top corner. Budak does nicely. He'll give it to Castro on the wing, but he is
Offside.
called offside. It wouldn't matter as it went out anyway, but good practice for the referees. They got playoff games coming up. To all those watching today, Feel free to join the Athletic Boosters. Great program. Lots of good benefits.
Follow our Viking Media Instagram and Twitter.
At NN Viking Media. And here are the Bulls with the ball in the middle. And they have number 10 on the right side. Is defended nicely by Eland. A little bit of a miscommunication, but they're working hard to win it back. And they do win a throw-in here in their defensive third. And we look to have another substitution here. Coming in for Zico Cordero, it's Zane.
Another JV player making his varsity debut.
He'll be excited. Cordero, a recent addition to the captains here at Niles North Soccer. Subbing off, getting a warm response from his bench.
Nice turn by Jack and a good, decent ball.
Great ball into Castro, but nicely smothered by the goalkeeper. Nearly won back there by Budak. And here are the Bulls, crossing midfield. We'll give it back to number 10.
Passes it back.
Onto the left side. And they have it back in the middle now, and they'll swing it over. Nice little spell of possession here for the Bulls. They'll be happy with that.
He's looked to switch the field.
And he does so nicely. Little chip pass there. They keep possession.
Good control by the Bulls player.
They're starting to look a lot better in these last couple of minutes.
Last 6 minutes.
Yeah.
They're looking to score their goal right before the half ends.
Try to keep their hopes alive for a win here. Can they spoil the Vikings senior night? Doesn't look so far. And here's Budak in the middle of the field. Castro running up with Kiros. Budak will give it to Castro.
Good ball by Budak.
Castro will have a go, and he'll score.
His 5th goal of the season.
Second goal of the game.
Castro.
Second goal of the game, 5th goal of the season.
He looks to score one more to make it a hat trick tonight.
Complete the hat trick. He's wearing the number 7 jersey, short sleeve with gloves. A rip across the front of the jersey. That rip happened 2 years ago. And the Vikings, despite being up 4-0 here, continuing to pile on the pressure. But they do almost get caught out. They recover nicely, though. It's a nice ball across by the Bulls. Now here's number 9. Combines nicely with number 8, it looks like.
Ooh.
It's a good turn there. They'll chip it up. But Lovert comes out to get the ball. One of his few touches of the game so far. He'll be happy. He is relishing this opportunity by holding it for a little while. He has a nice punt up the field.
Budak seems to have it. Gives a good ball into Giancarlo Rivera.
But it's well defended there. He plays it back into the middle. That was risky. Here's Kiros, but cut out just in the nick of time. And dinked up to number 8.
Recovered by Christian Castro.
who's seemed to switch into a more central role here. He was playing on the left side, but it seems that
Ali Jalal
Giancarlo
gives a
Rivera,
good pass. There's a Sean Quiros.
but it's one back. Oh, but Rivera has it now, and he's gonna want to have a go. He cuts inside, slots it across, and nearly put into their own goal by the Bulls here. The Vikings have a corner. Their 5th of the game.
Jack Budak will be taking his 3rd of the night.
Looking to establish himself as the set piece specialist for the Vikings ahead of the playoffs.
The Vikings can score their 3rd goal. But their 5th goal tonight.
It's been a great performance here from the Vikings. Here's Castro. He'll give it out wide to here's Budak.
What did he say?
Oh, he just said
You said 5th goal, but
Yeah.
it's 4th.
Oh.
It's 4-0.
No, they were looking to score their 5th.
Oh, okay.
Looking.
My bad.
Yeah.
Alright. Here's Jalal. Combines nicely with Jordan. Jordan will send a cross in, but it's deflected out. For a Vikings throw in. And we have a substitution here as Mohamed Friach is coming on for Nick Muser. They started the game together in the center of the park, but they're now separated.
About 2 minutes and a half remaining in this first half.
It's been a great half for the Vikings so far. They've established a 4-0 lead. Budak takes a shot at goal with his left foot. Just a little bit high and wide.
Other than that, it was a good shot.
Good technique there. Controlled nicely in the middle by the Bulls number 8. Miswalda played out of the back. And the Bulls have looked a lot better in the last few minutes. They're looking to keep that going. Maybe steal a goal from the Vikings before the half ends. But I'm sure Lovrick wants a clean sheet. And he will do anything in his power to prevent that from happening. It's crossed in there by Jalal. And Jordan flies up the field but just gets caught out. It's played out wide by the Bulls as they look to get something going on the attack, but not many numbers forward and lots of Vikings back.
Yeah, the Vikings seem to be getting back well this half.
Looking to establish good habits before Tuesday. The Vikings play at 4:30 against Glenbrook South for the regional semifinal. Just a reminder, you should come out to support. It should be a great game against a quality opponent.
Very tough game that the Vikings have been preparing for this whole season.
Indeed, they've been talking about it for a while. Coaches are excited, the players are excited.
If they win this regional tournament, it'll be their 3rd in the history of Niles North.
First since 2015, I believe.
Yeah, I believe so. I believe it was 2015, the last time they won.
Urquiza has a shot on goal, but just pulls it to the left. A little bit of an awkward contact with the ball. As we're about 15 seconds from the half. It's been a great half for the Vikings. They look to have the win in the bag now, but can't let their focus go down. As they'll just like to see out the rest of this half with the lead. And here it is, halftime.
Halftime. Vikings going for 4-0 at half. Second
Welcome
half is
back
about to
here.
start.
It's 4-0 to the Vikings here as we start the second half. The Bulls looking to mount a comeback here.
Will they be able to do it? We'll see.
Let's see. Shout out to Coach Stephen Villamil of the Niles North Vikings, not being here tonight on the senior special night. I'm sure he's watching. If you are Coach Stephen, give us a like, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and enjoy the rest of the game, the second half.
For anyone who's watching, please give us the like and the thumbs up and the subscription, please. And if you don't like this video, just please give us a like anyway. We really appreciate it.
Teams take formation here, and we're off.
Different lineup from what we started with. Anamu is on the bench for this second half.
Kiro steps in at striker for him. And it looks like Lance Eland is no longer at center back. Zico Cordero will play center back. And Zane's out at left back, where Cordero was before. The Vikings win a throw-in in the final third here.
Good start for the Vikings. Already in the Chicago Bulls half, looking to make some danger.
Almost a shot on goal there from User, but it's deflected. It's cleared out, but Urquiza is able to put it back in. And the Bulls look to come out with it now. But it's a nice touch by Preach. And now Budak. He's going to take his time. Send one into Preach, but it's deflected by the defender. And it's out to Muser. But defended well once again by the Bulls.
Vikings throwing.
Jordan will take a quick one to Urquiza, who will look to switch it across the field to Cordero. Cordero, as we said before, typically a right back, but positions have shifted around a little bit across the team.
Try to get as many seniors as possible tonight.
It is their night, yeah. Urquiza will give it across to Rivera, who will look to cut on to his favorite left foot. He plays Budak. Budak back out to Rivera, but it's deflected.
From this angle, it looked like Budak could have taken a first-time shot.
Yeah, might have had one on target. And here's Rivera. He'll drive at the defense. Cut across nicely. Play Heroes across, but defended well again by the Bulls. They're showing good signs here in their own final third, preventing a shot on goal. As Budak will take one, and that just whizzes by the far left post. Nearly nestles in the bottom corner there. And it's a goal kick for the Bulls.
The Bulls play it short once again.
Seems to be their preferred style of play. Short out of the back. But the Vikings are defending it well, as they have again right now. Zigman cuts back onto his right foot. A little bit of a slip, but it works out for him. But Preach almost gets a foot on it. And it's a good high press here from the Vikings as they win it back through Bryson Jordan, who leaves it for Budak. Budak is out to Zigman. Zigman will cut inside. He'll have a go. And he
And a
fires
goal.
it in. Brilliant there from Zigman, his second of the game. Ben Zigman.
Zigman might want to have another one to complete his hat trick as well as
Yeah.
Christian Castro.
We have two Vikings here on a brace. It's Zigman and Castro. They're looking to complete the hat trick.
The last goal comes from the other goal is from Jesse Anamu to complete the 5.
It's a solid lead here for the Vikings. They'll look to amp up the goals, get those stats looking good before playoffs, but also improve their play and build some confidence here before the game on Tuesday.
The big game. Jack recovers very well.
It's a nice ball into Rivera, but it's taken away by the defender. You know, sources have told us that Glenbrook South are feeling a little bit nervous about this upcoming game against our Vikings. Their coach, a little wary.
Foul here on Rivera.
And it'll be a free kick. Rivera and Budak, who have taken the set pieces so far, seem to be the ones in contention to take it. Looks like it will be Rivera. Budak's just stepped off it a little bit. And Rivera asks for his 10 yards, as is customary by any set piece special.
He could take a shot if he whips it in, but
He does. He does look like
Ooh.
he takes a shot.
oh,
Bounce out to Muser. A little bit of an awkward bounce for him. Just fires over. If this were football, that would count as 3 points.
it would.
We're playing the wrong football.
This is the better football, by the way.
Yeah.
If you don't agree, then you're wrong.
Here's Preach. He cuts in nicely. He'll fire one. Through the field goal post once again. It'll be a goal kick for the Bulls. Oh, they played a long ball.
Surprisingly,
One of their first of the game. And the Vikings respond well to that as well.
but it's another goal kick for the Bulls.
See what they do here. The Vikings ending their season here, their regular season today. They have had 2 very good seasons before this. They had 11 wins 2 years ago, and then 16 wins, which was a record-breaking year for the Vikings last year. They won 16, lost 4, and tied 4. Great season for the Vikings, as they were actually ranked at one point during the season. One of the first times that's happened in Vikings soccer history. This team, well, they might not have quite the best record. They will look to have a lot of success in the playoffs. The coaches have talked about how that's what would be remembered from this season.
They can certainly shock their opponents these playoffs.
They have showed the ability to compete with the big fish in the pond. The New Triers and the Evansons. The Bulls play out nicely here. They get it out wide to number 11, who will cut inside, but it's intercepted by Muser. There's a good ball played in. Urquiza deals with it brilliantly. And Muser gets a crucial touch on it to send it up to Kiros, and now it's Budak.
Budak.
Oh,
Ooh.
nearly was in there for Zygmunt, but Kiros does well to maintain possession of the ball and win a throw-in for his team.
Kiros plays it fast to Budak. Short.
Who will whip it in.
Moiser.
Bounces up to Muser. Muser wants to have a go, but swarmed by defenders inside the box.
Nice turn by the Bulls. Bulls player number 9,
Oh,
as well as number 11.
good feet there from number 11 as he wins a throw-in. Quick feet. Number 8 has it now. It's a nice run by number 12 up the middle of the field, but it's intercepted by, looks like Zane. Does nicely distribute to Zygmunt. Zygmunt with a nice clipped ball through the middle to Kiros, and it will be a corner. 6th of the game for the Vikings. 3 have been taken by Budak, 2 by Rivera. It looks like Budak will take this one. See if he can get some good service to make it 6 goals.
The Vikings only leave 2 outside of the box.
Really hungry to get a goal. Oh, Jordan was there. Deflected off his own player, unfortunately for him, and Urquiza will send it over the goal. Muser looks a little shaken up there. Maybe that ball hit him in the face. He'll shake it off, continue playing. Jordan could have had his first goal this season. He actually did score a goal this season, but it was ruled offside, unfortunately.
It was a good finish, though.
It was a great finish. Lots of celebrations before the flag went up. It's a handball there from Muser, and the Bulls will play out of the back again. Quick short passes through the middle.
The Bulls seem to be playing better every minute.
They look to see if they can get a goal. Budak across to Zygmunt on the counterattack. Into Quiroz. Quiroz will try to slide it through to Zygmunt, but it's a little bit behind him. And the Bulls will not let it go out for a goal kick. They'll once again try to play out of the back. And they've done well. It's a great job by the defender to find number 9. We'll switch it across to number 10, I believe.
A little bit behind him, but he deals with it well. And Zygmunt gets the ball. Try sending Jack Budak for the run, but sends it too far up.
The Bulls are only fielding 9 players at the moment. Perhaps getting some rest, perhaps for other reasons that we're unaware of. And here's Preach. Drives up the middle. Stops his run, plays Muser, will take a shot on goal. But it goes over.
Seems as though everyone wants to score tonight.
Looking to get a goal on their last regular season game of their high school careers.
Maybe for some it might even be for their entire soccer career. Hopefully it's not, but
Number 9 will pick the ball up in the middle of the field. Calmly plays it out to number 8. He's been a stalwart in the center of the midfield. But Quiroz will win it back and drive at the defenders. He's got blistering pace.
he still has it.
He's done well to stay with it and give it back to Zygmunt. Zygmunt will whip one in. Muser's in there, but so is a defender, and Budak will have it on the top of the box. Fire won a goal, but it's just wide to the right.
Budak seems very hungry to score a goal tonight. He's had a few good shots tonight.
Almost found the side netting on a few of them. Zygmunt does well to maintain possession. He'll play Sean Quiroz down the line. Who will play it into Budak. A little bit of an awkward pass there, but the Vikings retain possession.
Couldn't quite get that touch. And now we have a special interview with Jesse Anamu.
Star striker for the Vikings here. He'll come up and answer a few questions.
What has been your favorite goal this season?
My favorite goal of this season was probably against New Trier when I scored the rebound off the PK, because I don't know, I feel like it was really important to me because we really wanted to do well against them since they're one of the best teams in the state, and scoring that goal tied it up, and I think it was probably my favorite goal.
I agree. That follow through for the PK was nice. Another question is, what are your expectations for the Vikings this upcoming regionals?
Well, we're definitely gonna play hard against GBS. You know, every single regional game that we've played so far, we've played good, and unfortunately we've come up short. But I feel like this year is the year that we turn it all around and go to the final.
Take a good run at it.
Yeah, hopefully that's a goal we have this season. And
So, Jesse, how satisfied are you with your performances this season? Obviously, the leading goal scorer on this team with, I believe, 12 goals after tonight's game, right? 14? 14 goals. Wow. A little bit off there, but fantastic goal scoring record, obviously. The main goal scorer here this season, scored lots of goals last season. What do you think about your season so far?
It hasn't. Well, for me personally, uh, it's been it's been uh, it's been quite satisfactory to be leading goal scorer and to be scoring all these goals. But I wouldn't be able to score all these goals without the assists off my teammates and hardworking midfield and a hardworking team. So
For sure, for sure.
I really just I owe it up to my teammates for helping me get all these goals.
That's great. So, the most important question today. Favorite Premier League team? What's your favorite Premier League team, Jesse?
Manchester United Red Devils.
Oh, I'm sure you're not very happy with how their season's going so far.
That's all right. We're gonna turn around. We have about 36 games left.
Something like that.
We're all good.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for joining us here up in the booth today.
Yeah, no problem. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, and continue on with the great season. Oh, great move there by Jordan. Little Maradona. So thank you to Jesse for joining us up here, answering a few questions. Obviously looking forward to Tuesday's game. Looking to continue his good season. His families are here in the crowd today. Watch him score a goal. 14th of the season. And the Bulls have a throw in here. They'll play it back.
Good run there, or good dribbling there from, I can't really see his number from here, but that Bulls player.
Indeed, it was a great run. Great save by Joey Loverick. That's his first save of the night tonight. Hasn't had much to do, but showed up when it mattered. Looks like minor injury there for number 11 on the Bulls. We'll look to shake it off.
They don't have anyone to come in for him. They're short on players.
So they would like him to continue, which it looks like he will do here. It's flicked down by Jalal. Put down by Kiros. Now it's Budak. And he'll dink one to Jalal, but it's nicely defended by number 12 of the Bulls. Jordan. Jordan's got a great throw. As we said, he is a baseball player. He's got cannon of an arm. It's very useful on these throw-ins to have someone who could really lift it and get it far. It helps especially if you're pinned in your own third, in your own final third, and you need to get out. It helps to have someone with such a powerful throw.
The Bulls players seem to get out of an uncomfortable situation very nicely.
For sure, yeah.
Playing together.
They combine nicely here. They're also prepping for playoffs in their section, not the same section as Niles North is participating in, but nonetheless, playoff games are very important no matter where you're playing them. It's a nice little run there, but looks to have just slipped over the ball. And now it's Budak. He'll try to slot in Kiros, but it's won back by the defender and played out of bounds. The Bulls looked a little bit stretched. They look a little bit tired. Not hustling back too hard. Maybe a little bit discouraged by the scoreline, but they'll look to settle it down, play the soccer they've been playing. Obviously, the Vikings have a lot of numbers up right now, not a lot of numbers back from the Bulls, as they seem content to just play for the counterattack. And here's Fridge with a shot. It's deflected by a defender, and it'll be another corner for the Vikings.
The Bulls seem to be doing a nice job at moments with their 9 players that they have, getting back and defending.
Yeah, for sure. There'll be 7th corner of the night for the Vikings. It'll be crossed in by Rivera, his third corner of the night. It's a little bit away from where he might have wanted it to go, but nonetheless, the Vikings have possession. And it's Cordero. He surveys the scene, sees what he can do, plays a nice, just intercepted there. See if he can win it back, and he does. Makes up for it. Nice run up the middle of the field. He'll play Jalal to the right side, who will take it under his control. Put one into the middle to Kiros.
Sends the ball in.
He puts it across. Defended nicely, but it's Kiros still. And Castro looking to get the hat trick. He'll fire, but just miss.
To the side.
You see Ben Zigman warming up on the side of the field right now. Number 18 in the blue cleats, just kicking it around, getting loose. Seeing if he could score another goal. He has 2 tonight so far, I believe.
Yes, he does.
Looking to see if he can get a hat trick. It's played wide into the air by the Bulls. A little bit risky. And the Vikings win it back. It's Rivera. Out wide to Castro. He'll stop. Give it to Rivera, who sends it into the middle into a dangerous area. It's Jalal. He has a shot on goal, but unfortunately right into the hands of the goalkeeper. But it'll be nice for Jalal to have a shot on goal. Get some confidence up, see if he can get another one.
Yeah, maybe get one in tonight on his varsity debut. Should be nice.
It's into number 11 on the Bulls. He plays out nicely into the back. And now it's number 10. But defended perfectly by Cordero. Textbook there. From the Vikings center back.
Castro held up by the ball.
Just gets it caught under his feet, but nonetheless gives it to Preach.
Preach cuts in.
Gives it to Rivera. It's a little bit of a scuff shot by Jalal, but he keeps possession of the ball. See what he does. He tries to slide in Kiros, but keeper gets there first.
Plays it short once again. They're very calm.
Very calm.
Number 9 on the Bulls has it.
Up to number 10, but it's defended nicely by Cordero. Just a delay.
Good ball from number 10 to number 9 on the Bulls.
He'll take a touch inside.
Will he?
But it's won back by Cordero. He's had a fantastic second half here, defending the lead. Another goal here for the Vikings. They make it 6. It's Christian Castro, and he's completed his hat trick. He'll be loving that. So we have another special guest here. It's Lance Eland. He started the game at center back. He is a recent addition to the captains of the Niles soccer team. Lance, what do you think about this game so far?
This game is a very professional game from all of the seniors on this team. Everybody's playing very well for what the other team is. They're playing with like 9 guys on the field, but our team is taking care of it very well. I believe our defense has been stellar the entire time, and they've been moving the ball very well out in the back.
Definitely has been a professional match by the Vikings here as Zigman cuts inside and looks to take a shot. And he scores, and that's his hat trick.
Hat trick for Zigman.
So we have 2 hat tricks here on the Vikings. It's Ben Zigman that time. So, Lance, as we were talking about, so looking back on your high school career, obviously a 2-year varsity member, obviously a great player for the 2 years that you played on varsity and the other 2 years that you've been in the program. How would you look back as a senior tonight playing your last regular season game on your high school career? What would you think?
I believe that my 2 years have really progressed me as an individual player and a team player. I was always a defensive player at first, but I really looked into my offensive ability going into the senior year, and I believe I've been doing well for the 2 years I've been on this varsity team.
I would agree, and I think that the Vikings coach plays a play style in which he loves to get his right and left backs up the field, and obviously you are the starting left back, so you have been part of the attack a lot more this season, and I think that you've done a great job of that. So, another question, as a member of the defense, what do you think of the team's defensive performances this year, as well as going forward?
We have been, I would say, me and the right back Zeke Cordero have been very solid, holding up the wings. We have a very young center backs for our season. Our 3 center backs are all juniors, and they've been taking care of their job lately, and I believe they'll be fine for regionals.
Yeah, for sure. Just shot over there by Castro. If he scored, it would have made it 4 goals for him. So, Lance, yeah, as you said, there are 3 juniors playing center back for the team this year. How have you and Zeke taken it upon yourselves to lead them from the outsides?
We just make sure to always check on them and always keep them in check for every action that they do and for every reaction that they do. I believe Loudon has been taking care of very solid passing wise throughout in the back, and Ivan is a absolute beast when it comes to attacking the ball, especially when the defender has their back on our goal.
For sure, yeah. Well, I asked Jesse this question. I'll ask you this question. Favorite Premier League team? Who is it going to be?
I'm not a Premier League fan. I'm sorry.
Not
I
a
like
Premier League
watching. I like watching good soccer, but I don't follow a team.
I respect that. I respect that. Just a lover of the game.
Lover of the game.
Well, Lance, thank you for joining us here today.
Oh, thank you.
Well, and good luck for the playoffs on Tuesday.
Thank you.
So thank you to Lance for joining us for that short interview. We've had 2 interviews here today. Who knows, maybe there'll be a third. As Ali Jalal here has the ball in the box. He cuts back nicely, but it's defended, and Ali wins a corner.
Just noticing right now, I think the time was cut in half after the 7th goal.
Yeah. We only have 3 minutes and 45 seconds now left of this regular season. And after this, I believe the Vikings have a few practices, iron out the kinks just before the playoffs, make sure that everything is in tip-top shape.
4 practices before the big game versus Glenbrook South.
It's definitely a fantastic way to prepare for such a big game. Having lots of practices, lots of time to adjust to whatever game plans the coach wants to set in place and whatever kind of plays they want to work on, whether it be during the course of play or when the ball is dead, like in a corner or a goal kick or anything like that. It's definitely a lot of ample time to prepare.
The Bulls play short once again.
They've been doing a lot of that today. We've noticed here in the box. As the Vikings win a throw-in. Looks like Zane will take the throw-in. He'll throw
Hits
it
the
up.
Bulls player in the face.
Seems like it. Not the most comfortable feeling on a cold day like this, but he seems to be alright. And it's won back by Urquiza. He'll give it to Zygmunt. It's a great tackle by number 12, I believe. Now Bryson Jordan will take possession of the ball. Give it up to Ali Jalal.
Jalal has it.
Weighing his options. Tries to cross it in, but it's just deflected. The Vikings stay with it. As we near the 2-minute mark here in the last game of the regular season for the Vikings. It's 7-0. It's been an absolutely dominant performance and a great senior night for all these seniors trying to leave their marks on their high school careers.
Thank you to everyone who's here with us tonight, watching this video.
Yes, thank you for watching. And remember to like and subscribe.
The last minute and a half that these seniors will have on this pitch.
See if they can get another goal or 2. Definitely want to keep the clean sheet. It'll be Lovrick's second clean sheet in his 3 games played this season, as he tries to build his case for starting in the regional semifinal. the winner of our regional semifinal against Glenbrook South will play the winner of Loyola Academy versus Glenbrook North. Is the other regional semifinal, and all three of those games will be held here at Niles North. It's cleared out by the Bulls, but picked up by Jordan, who will give it to Nick Muser, seemingly playing center back at the moment. He gives it out to Jalal. A little bit heavy on the pass.
From Jalal to Jordan. Good idea, but just not quite the pass he wanted.
The execution was nearly there. Scratched out wide to number 10 of the Bulls. It's a nice step in there from Cordero. A good combination play by the Vikings. They have 20 seconds left. They'll want to get the ball up if they want to steal another goal here. They definitely have the numbers to do so. It's a 5-on-3 opportunity for the Vikings. Here's Zygmunt wide. And he scores.
And a goal. His fourth, right?
His fourth of the game.
Fourth of the game.
Remarkable performance from Zygmunt.
There were only 8 seconds left, and he scored the fourth.
The 8th goal for the Vikings.
Amazing performance tonight from the Vikings, showing that they can compete in these regionals.
There looks to be a Bulls player down. Looks like a cramp to the leg. He's getting stretched out here, and the trainers are on the field, making their first appearance of the night. Thank you to our trainers. They've helped us a lot this season. They've been fantastic.
Looks like the Bulls player might have to go off, leaving them with 8 men in the last 8 seconds of the game.
Yeah.
Not a big deal, but
They'll take the kickoff. See if he can have a shot on goal here. Might have caught out the keeper, and that's the game.
that's game.
It's an 8-0 win for the Vikings.
Good performance from the boys tonight.
It's a great performance from these seniors.
We love our seniors.
We do love our seniors. And they end their season on a 2-0 winning streak.
Thank you everyone who watched, and thank you to our seniors. Thank you to all the fans. Please go like and subscribe.